Hello, hello. Welcome in to my weekly spirit boost. I'm Tammy Mashberty, best-selling author of the book The Universe is Talking to You. Tap into signs and synchronicity to reveal magical moments every day. And it is, let's see, is it the third week of the new year? We're into the new year. And I teach people how to tap into what I call the higher helpline of the universe for guidance, for answers, for help, for assistance in navigating and thriving in daily life. And so I wanted to come on here and really do an oracle card reading for everybody, whether you are live or on the replay, does not matter. If you are coming across this at any point in 2024, that means this is for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an oracle card reading, and I'm going to ask the universe. And I always call in when I'm doing a group reading, I always call in my angels and guides and loved ones who have passed on. And I'm going to ask what everyone who is watching this, whether they are watching this live with me now, or you are catching me on the replay, what everybody needs to know, understand, or be aware of in order to have more success and create what they want in 2024. What do we need to pay attention to? What do we need to shift? What do we need to know about? What do we need to do differently, right? And also, I have to say, for those of you who are watching or participating in my summit, I forgot to take this off. Look, I made this weekend, by the way. For the first time, I made one of those chunky blankets. I'm not thrilled. I feel like it's a little too loose. So this weekend, I'm going to try making another one. But I went to a class with my sister, and I made it for my office. Isn't it cool? I'm pretty proud. Anyway, I forgot to move it because it's too chunky behind me. So anyway, I'm going to do the reading for everybody now. But for those of you who are watching or following this summit, and if you are not, it is a 3-month free event where I do live interviews every Tuesday and Thursday with amazing experts on mind, body healing, intuition, and manifestation, and all aspects of spirituality. You can sign up for free at elevatedexistencesummit.com. I know the link is in the bio and Instagram. I think I have to add it here to YouTube and Facebook. I didn't get a chance to add that in yet, but it's elevatedexistencesummit.com. And today at 1 p.m., I'm interviewing medical intuitive and the amazing Amy Lee McCree, who I've had on Weekly Spirit Boost before. We are really going to dive into her process, how she sees the body. Her special offer is amazing. It's a one-on-one with her. I'm just putting it out there. So you can sign up for free if you have not signed up already, elevatedexistencesummit.com. And then you'll get the notices to listen to the live interviews and the free 48-hour replays. Okay, so let's jump into the reading. And I am I always use for these type of readings, at least at this point, I guess until I get my own oracle card deck out, which I'm working on. I love using Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. I have a whole YouTube video on my YouTube channel about why I love this deck so much. But this is the deck that I'm going to use. So I'm just going to shuffle. I like to pull it live when I'm on here with you guys. And again, live or on the replay, it doesn't matter. The universe knows the future, knows who will be coming across this, and will point. And if the universe and your angels know that you need to hear this message, they will make you find it. It will pop up on your Facebook. Somebody will tag you, etc. Okay. So we are going to call in, because I'm doing the reading for you guys, calling in my angels, guides, loved ones who have passed on, and all those in my soul society, only those of the highest of vibration, to be with me now. And I am asking anyone who is watching this weekly Spirit Boost live or on the replay, what do they most need to know, understand, or be aware of to create more success, happiness, joy, peace, love, abundance in 2024? What do they not know now that if they did would make a difference? And let's see, I'm just going to shuffle here until I intuitively feel I'm done, and we'll see what the universe has to say. Okay. Just going to cut the deck. And we will see. Okay. So, putting on the glasses. Okay, so the first card that I got is called Fork in the Road, but it's in the reversed, or what Colette calls like the protection position. So it's just basically has a singular meaning. Okay, so this is the card. The card is Fork in the Road, showing Instagram. Fork in the Road, but it's in that reversed position. So let's see what the message is for that. Usually Fork in the Road is about making decisions, right? There's a fork in the road. In order to move forward, you need to figure out what you want to do or which way you're going to go. But it's in that reverse position. So let's see what this says. Okay. So fork in the road is about time to make a decision. Considering the consequences as you prepare to act, owning up to your obligation to make a necessary choice. Now, the protection message of this card is this. Indecision is extremely frustrating and will lead to anxiety, loss, and confusion. At this juncture, you can't remain in place without losing your way altogether. Avoid the tendency to let others choose for you, which amounts to a subtle refusal to take responsibility. Don't give your power away, not even to this oracle. By not making a choice, you are making a choice for which you must be accountable. If that choice leads to undesirable circumstances, take heart. Spirit never tires of giving you second chances. You can always start again once you've learned this valuable lesson. So what does this mean? Okay. This means in 2024, if you want to move forward, you can't stand still. Pretty obvious, right? But that means you can't just sit and wait for things to change. You can't just sit and wait for the universe to bring you an opportunity and then not act on it. You can't say, I don't know what to do. I'm not really sure. So I'm just going to sit here for the entire year, right? There are times in our life where we have to sit and we have to wait and we have to ask to be shown because we really can't make a decision. But if you know you're miserable in this relationship, in this job, not unhappy with your debt, it's stuck in a rut with your health, okay? The universe is saying you have to take action this year. You have to make decisions this year. You can't just sit and think things are going to change. Now, most people are afraid to make decisions because they are afraid to make the wrong decision. What if I go to the wrong doctor? What if I leave this relationship and I'm alone for the rest of my life? You won't be, but this is what we say to ourselves. What if I leave this job and the next job is worse, right? So we stay in our comfortable misery, right? Because we are scared of what is going to happen. And so we don't want to make the wrong decision. And here's my answer to you on that. You cannot screw up life. Do you know why you cannot screw up life? Because when you have a relationship with the universe, which is what I teach people to have, when you have a dialogue with the universe is always 100% of the time, 110% of the time, watching over you and will redirect you if you head in the wrong direction. How many times have you made a decision? Think about this. You've made a decision and then it didn't work out and you wound up going in another direction. The reason it didn't work out and you wound up going the other way is because the universe put up a roadblock. The universe, like a GPS, will always reroute you if you are paying attention. Sometimes even when you're not paying attention. You can't screw things up. But what I can tell you is if you do nothing, if you refuse to make decisions, if you wait for someone to leave you instead of leaving them, right? So when it talks about letting others choose for you, yeah, you'll get out of that relationship, but it's not going to be the same thing. It's not going to have the same empowering effect on your life, and it won't happen as soon as you can make it happen, right? So if you say I shouldn't be in this relationship anymore, or if you say I'm going to start looking for another job, I'm sick of this, and I'm going to trust that I'm going to land in a better place, you will move forward faster than if you wait to get fired or you wait to for that person to leave you. Okay, that's what this is saying. So it's saying if you truly want the life you desire, you've got to make choices this year, and you have to take action this year, or it is not going to move the needle the way that you want to move the needle. And here's the best part. If you saw my weekly spirit boost at the beginning of the year, here's my cat, Callie. And if you haven't, you can go back in YouTube or in Facebook, but YouTube has a playlist. I talked about this year, 2024, numerology wise, supporting you in manifestation. The energy of this year is all about prosperity, success, and manifestation. So it doesn't surprise me that the universe is saying, if you want to move forward, if you want to really make changes this year, you've got to make decisions and take action, because the entire energy of the year and the universe is supporting you in doing it. So this is the year to do it. Again, I'm not saying take impulsive actions, and I'm not saying that there aren't times where you have to ask for help and wait to be shown. I'm talking about when you know that there's a decision to be made, when you know that it's up to you to move forward now, and the universe keeps sending you opportunities and you're not doing anything, right? Because it says the universe will always give you second chances. The universe is never going to stop trying to redirect you, but it's up to you to take action on what it's sending in order to actually move forward. And then when you take the action on the sign or the opportunity that it sends, it can continue to direct you forward. But we have to do our part. So that's what this card is talking about. Okay. That's the first card. Second card in the deck is the Loyal Heart card, or the second card in the reading, I shouldn't say. The second card, it's a mini reading, so it's two cards. The second card is Loyal Heart. So I'm just showing Instagram as well. And this is in the upright regular position. So Loyal Heart. So let's see what this has to say to go along with the decisions that we need to make this year. Okay, hold on. Okay, so the Loyal Heart card itself is about fidelity, loyalty, and devotion. Okay, so I'm going to read you the overall message of the Oracle card. And then I'm going to read you the message under relationships, if you're having an issue in relationships, and how that would apply to that. And then I'm also going to read you the prosperity message, which I always say goes with career as well. Okay, so the overall message is evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove they are faithful to you, and you will in turn commit fully to them. There is a sure and abiding certainty in your heart. Know that spirit is always loyal to you. Always has your back. No matter the outer circumstances in your life, trust and have faith, for you are eternally loved, always divinely protected, and divinely directed. I'm going to repeat that again, because remember I said you got to make decisions and that you can't screw it up because the universe is always watching over you this year? Always, but I'm saying this is for the 2024. I'm repeating that last sentence again because I want it to really sink in. No matter the outside circumstances in your life, what is going on that you can see that you are unhappy about, trust and have faith, for you are eternally loved, always divinely protected, and divinely directed. So what this card is saying to you, and I'm going to read the relationship and the prosperity message, is you need to find that trust and faith within yourself. And in my book, In the Universe is Talking to You, if you read it, I have the follow the footsteps exercise that helps you to do that, because it helps you to find in the past the synchronicities and the meaning of how things have happened, so that you can see, oh my gosh, I really have been directed this whole time and I didn't even know it. Right? Because once you can see it in your own life, it's easier to have the faith moving forward. It's easier to take the leap and know that the net is going to appear when you've seen the net appearing in the past. Okay. This card is saying to you, number one, you're going to have people around you who are loyal, who are going to show their loyalty, right? And that's going to be helpful and for you to lean on. But number two, the universe is asking you to trust it. The universe is saying, if you make those decisions, I got your back. If you head in the wrong direction, it's okay. At least you're moving forward. If you do nothing, you go nowhere. If you make a wrong step, now at least the universe can say, okay, we have some movement, I can redirect. But the universe can't redirect if you're doing nothing, right? Okay, so let me read the relationship message for you on this. Relationship message is, your partnerships, friendships, and romantic relationships all have qualities in common right now. Honest devotion, faithfulness, and a loyal heart are being shown to you. Are you loyal in return? Now is the time for heartfelt commitments and trusting in divine protection. So again, even in the relationship areas of your life, please know that you are being divinely guided and divinely protected, and that you will have people in your life this year who will show you who they are and will show you that loyalty that you may be looking for. Again, this is a year for manifestation, for things to come to fruition. If you're looking for a new friend group, if you're looking for a new love, all of that can happen this year. Now, under prosperity, it says your long-term loyalty to your goals is becoming evident in the world of conditions where your aspirations for success assume form in reality. Success is finally taking shape. So again, the first card is saying, if you make some of those decisions, if you move forward and take those actions, this is what you're going to get. Okay. Success is finally taking shape. If you are loyal to your dreams, faithful to your plans while remaining flexible, you always have to say when you're trying to create something, this or something better, and leave the universe room to give you something even more amazing or help you create something even more amazing. And devoted to serving others, you will be shown proof of your true prosperity. This is a time for a joyful celebration of spirit, your manifestation partner. So the way that I take this is, if we can be committed to making those decisions, if we can be committed to acting and taking action on the opportunities that come, and knowing the things that we want to change, and trusting that if we ask the universe to partner with us, which is what I teach, which is what my new book, The Higher Health Method, will show you exactly how to do, coming in April. Then if we do that, we can create what we want to create. And that's what this is saying, that spirit is so loyal to you, that the universe is it's the most loyal partner you could ever have. It's the most all-knowing, most creative, most powerful partner you could ever have in your life. And it's saying, if you do your part, it will do its, right? That's basically what this whole reading is saying. So I have to say, look at the areas of your life right now that you are looking for change in, and ask yourself, what decisions do I need to make? What actions do I need to take to get the ball rolling? And maybe the first action, and should always really be the first action, is asking the universe for help in giving you the strength to make that decision, giving you the strength to trust and have faith, giving you the signs and opportunities, and saying, listen, I may have not acted on them in the past, but if you send me more, I am committed to acting on them, to start moving forward, to get a new job, to create more money, to start saving more money, to start paying off some of my debt, to find a new love, to leave this relationship or friendship that I know is draining and not good for me. Whatever it might be, starting with saying, send me the signs and help me notice and act on them when they arrive. And then if there's actual steps you can take, if you want to find a new job, go online and start looking, update that resume, put the feelers out, right? There's actions you can take to start moving forward. And when you ask the universe for help and to partner with you, and you start seeing the opportunities coming in, you are going to trust more and more that you're headed in the right direction. And I want you to remember that even if something goes wrong, often that is a roadblock to redirect you. It's not that you're doing it wrong, the universe is messing with you, or anything like that. It's literally a redirection in your life, and you just have to start trusting. But in order to move forward, this is the advice of the universe. You've got to make those decisions. You've got to take action. And if you ask the universe for help and to partner with you, it is literally saying, we will help you. We will drive you forward. We will bring you the success you want. And this energy of 2024 is assisting you more than ever right now. So this is your year. I hope that hits home with you guys and makes sense. It definitely makes sense in my head and in my life as well. And I just want to check if there's any comments or questions before I jump off, because of course I have to get ready for the summit interview with Amy Lee McCree. Again, elevatedexistencesummit.com to join me free. 3 months I will be live every Tuesday and Thursday, totally free to listen. It's like a podcast, and it's amazing, and it will give you so many wonderful and amazing tools. Okay, let's see. Did I miss anything important? Mary, yes, I am working on my own deck. It's very much in the early stages. I don't have a publisher for it yet or anything, but I will keep you updated. So as soon as I do have a publisher and I know when it's actually going to come out, I will let you know. But I am actually actively working on it. I've already created not created the cards, but the card, listed out the cards that I want to use and all of that. It's very exciting. I can't wait. Let's see. Yes, Nancy, you need to trust. And that is so hard sometimes, which is why I tell you, do that follow the footsteps exercise that is in my book. And if you have not done it and you've read the book, go back to the book and do the exercise, because that will help you trust. When you start realizing how guided you are in your life every day, the hand that the universe has had in your life up until now that you did not recognize or pay attention to, when you start seeing that, it is a million times easier to trust that it's going to be okay. As long as you know you're doing your part, as long as you are managing your own energy, asking the universe for help, taking the action on the things that come to you, you have to trust. Okay. Yes, it is an 8-year of prosperity, Lori. Exactly. That's the energy that we have available to us in 2024. We have this is the year that we have to start doing things differently if we want different results, because the universe is literally supporting all of us. Oh, Cindy, I'm glad. Thank you so much. I'm glad it resonates with you. It resonates with me too. I feel like it's something that, we all need to do in order to move forward in our lives, no matter what year we're in, right? But the fact that 2024 is that year where the universe is supporting that is even more amazing. Carol says, how do I know what a sign looks like? Well, it looks different for everyone, and it depends on obviously signs from loved ones, I always say, or usually have something to do with them, and it makes you think of them. So they'll use their name, their birth date, something that they loved, etc. A sign from the universe is often when you find yourself going, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I was looking for. Oh my gosh, that was perfect timing. Or oh, how the weirdest, the strangest thing happened. I was trying to figure this out, and then I overheard this conversation, and it gave me a kind of a clue, and I feel like I was supposed to hear. Like when you find yourself, things are just falling into place. When there's coincidences, there are no coincidences. When there's a coincidence, that often is a sign. But I always say, when you are asking for guy, and when you see things repeating, so if you hear the name of a book over and over again, if you hear the name of a healing modality over and over again, that's something to pay attention to, because the universe will use repetition. If you don't get it the first time, it'll bring it around again. It'll bring it around again. Oftentimes when I have, like, I remember at one point, Qigong kept coming across my radar, like in random ways. And I'm like, all right, I need to look into Qigong. And I did. And I got some really cool tips and techniques from it. So things like that, when you see things repeating over and over again, the universe is trying to get your attention. But as I said, when you're asking the universe for help and to send you a sign, always, always include the line in your prayer: please help me recognize the signs when they arrive and act on them. Just ask for the help in recognizing them. In other words, make it an obvious thing. Make me go, oh my gosh, this is, how many times do I need to hear this? Obviously, this is trying to get through, right? Hopefully that's helpful. Kathy says, Tammy, thank you for the card reading last week during the live. I lost power last week at the end of my reading, so I did not get to say thank you. Oh, are you talking about in the summit readings? Yes, because I remember your name. That was during the summit. So if you guys are part of the Elevated Existence Summit, I do live readings once a month as part of that on Zoom. So Kathy, you're very welcome. June said, thank you, exactly what I needed to hear. You are very welcome. Thank you to the universe. You're welcome, Carol. You see numbers over and over again. So when you see numbers over and over again, look up what those meanings are, because often there's a message in that number. So if you keep seeing 234, or you keep seeing, a certain number on a receipt, or even 1111, a lot of times I'll stop and say, like, or 222 or 444. I say, hi, it's an angel number. The angels are around me. But if you keep seeing the same number, look up what is the metaphysical meaning of and that number, and see what comes through, because there's often a message in numbers. Okay, hopefully that is helpful to you. Let's see. Briggy on Instagram says, I seem to get shut down by others when I bring forward my gifts, so I kind of deflates me. Any advice? I'm assuming you're talking about like intuitive gifts and things like that. I think that you need to not allow others to dim your light. I think that if people don't want to believe in what you're doing, that's on them. Don't bring it to them anymore, because that's not going to be a place that you're going to be reciprocated. And I also think that in terms of, if you're looking for a tribe of people that are like-minded, I would start calling in Archangel Chamuel and Archangel Charity to help you find those friendships and those relationships that will support you and that are of like mind. But I have found, even when I was younger, and 20 plus years ago, when I first went to a medium, and there weren't mediums all over the place, and nobody, I thought there was only one person in the world that was able to talk to people on the other side, not realizing obviously at the time that we all have that ability. And I just told everyone about it, that I went to a medium. I believe my mother came through, blah, 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 blah. I told people about signs from my mother. I didn't care if they thought I was crazy. I just put it out there, but I didn't let them affect me if they didn't believe it, right? It was like, listen, I'm just putting it out there, and those who are going to resonate with it will resonate with it, and those who need to hear it will hear it. I wrote my book. Those who find it and love it will love it. Those who don't, or those who don't, don't believe in it, I'm not here to serve them. I'm here to serve the people that I know I can help because of my experiences. And so that's sort of how I took it. And I never allowed myself to dim my light or dim my beliefs based on someone else. It was just, you do you, and it's okay. And I know who I can talk to about it, and I know who I can't talk to about it. And they're on their journey, and I'm on my journey. And if they catch up to my journey and they seek me out, I'm here. I hope that makes sense. And is helpful to you. I just happened to see you on the thing. Oh, Jesse says on Instagram, I feel like coming across your book was a very obvious sign to look for signs, like someone is shaking me and telling me to pay attention. Oh, 100%. If the universe brought you to my book, the universe wants you to start dialogue with it, right? And your loved ones, not just the universe, but your loved ones want you to open up. And that book is about both. So again, when I say, when a book comes across your desk, especially if you see or hear about it, or 2 or 3 people are telling you about it, or you get multiple emails about something, pay attention to that, because it's directing you to something that can help you. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's see. Barb says, how do you know when to stop shuffling oracle cards? I just intuitively feel it. You just kind of feel like, I think I can finish now. There's not really a set time. It's just when you feel like you're done. When you feel like, I think we're good now. And it's completely up to you, and the universe will sort of guide you on that. But I just sort of shuffle until I feel like I'm done. I'm sorry, that's the best way to explain it. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, Jennifer, I have done this. So Jennifer says, listen to the guidance. I just learned a hard lesson. Was told by my guides not to put more money into my vehicle. I went ahead with $1,500 of work, and then they found $1,300 more repairs needed. Lessons learned. Do you know how many times I have done this in my life too, where you just kind of like ignore these subtle things, or your guides will tell you something and then you don't enact it as fast as you should, and then they'll tell you again and you're like, my gosh, why wasn't I listening the first time? Like, I get it happens all the time. And so what I love about this for you is that it's showing you that your guides were right, and that you have that connection. And so nurture that and pay attention to that moving forward, because that's it. It's an amazing tool. It's an amazing tool when we can get advice. I do it a lot of times through automatic writing. But yes, lessons learned. Lessons learned. The universe always knows better than we do. Always knows better than we do, because it can see our road when we cannot, right? Okay, I have to jump off because I have to get ready for my interview with Amy Lee McCree on the summit. So again, elevatedexistencesummit.com to join us. This is only the second week of the summit, and the summit runs with live interviews through March. It's completely free, like a podcast to listen to. There's just a 48-hour replay. But we might be, and I can tell you this because it's my company, we might be doing a free replay weekend. So if you missed any of the other interviews, you might be able to catch them this weekend, because I know a lot of people are still joining. So elevatedexistencesummit.com. I cannot wait to go interview Amy and talk about medical intuition and the body and healing, and utilizing our guides. A lot of her work utilizes the person's spirit guides to help them as well. So you will love her, and hopefully you will join me, and I will see you guys here next week. Thank you for joining me here. I hope that this reading helped you. Tag anyone who needs to hear this, who you think might be helped by it. Always please like and share, because it helps me get out more into the world. I appreciate all of you. Have an amazing and beautiful weekend. I'm going to try to make another blanket this weekend. We'll see how that goes. And do something that brings you joy, right? That's something that I so enjoyed doing last weekend, and I'm going to try it on my own. We'll see what happens, crossing our fingers. But do something that brings you joy, to boost your own vibration, to feel good this weekend, to put yourself back in alignment with spirit, because you deserve it, and because it will help you in all areas of your life, to make sure that you carve out time for joy just for you. Sending you all my love. Jumping on to the summit. Again, elevatedexistencesummit.com. I'll see you guys there, and I will see you back here next Thursday for another weekly spirit boost. Bye, everyone.